Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and as you can see behind me, things are going to be getting a little bit, let's just say, fast. So, I hope you guys are ready. So, taking you guys' recommendations in the comments, which I didn't actually know, because honestly, it doesn't, I think it kind of skips over it a little bit in the book. But there are upgrades for the thermal machines, just like, you know, old thermal, they exist here as well. So if I take a look at them, I can actually pull them up here. You can see they're kind of on a page that is just on its own. I don't exactly know where the main page is. Maybe it's right here, integral components. So yeah, it does talk a little bit about them here, which I kind of, I guess, completely glossed right over. So the reason I need this Inderium Essence, which of course we have plenty of it, we need lead, diamond dust, and ender pearls to make this. It's actually quite simple. So it just took a little bit of time to let that generate. So I was doing that and thinking, how much quicker is this going to make this? Like when we craft this up, how much faster is this actually going to be? Now, all I need, what is lumium gears? Lumium. There we go. So 2 lumium gears, and we should have everything to make ourselves a resonant internal component. So that should be able to be put on here, right? Do we just click it, or is this something that how do we actually use this? I need to read the book, I guess. Okay, I guess I see what it does. I did put it in here, and it says a scale factor of 4 times, so it technically should be going 4 times as fast now. I'm guessing that's what I'm getting out of it. And I see these augments. I think I'm using the right augments here. But I still don't think that it's going to be able to keep up with everything else. Like this is going pretty quick. I mean, maybe. And I think there are ways that we could make these things go faster. We could probably even make this go faster. I don't know. This one will be a little bit more difficult. But the rats mod does have a way to increase the tick time on things that it's standing underneath. So, you know, we have to get lucky and be able to get those things, which I have not encountered a rat king, which is one of the things that we need to encounter, unless one is spawned here. Wow, there's a lot of junk in here. I probably need to fix that so that way we have we need to get this under control as well. But yeah, this right here might be fast enough. I mean, we have all of them running, so we'll be able to sort of tell. But this one right here produces probably the best stuff. It does produce extra seeds and some fertilized essence, which, I mean, is not something that you get out of this. Man, there's just so many options. And you guys did let me know in the comments, you're like, we'll just build a normal farm. Well, that doesn't exactly work the way you might think it does. So this farm I do have set up, but it's still going to grow just as slow as this, actually probably slower from a single plant. Because we only have 1 seed. So that's the goal, is to take 1 seed and probably get as many as I can out of it. And it does seem like maybe the pots are going to be the best option for that, because it does give us more seeds, as you can see, out of this pot. Wait a second. Boneless growth shrine? I don't remember seeing this. Is this this might be something new. So, okay. Can grow crops that don't accept bone meal. Okay. Limit to 1. I'm interested. I'm kind of intrigued by this. It does require a pure crystal. This is from Elemental Craft, which you remember we kind of did right at the beginning of our little Let's Play here. And it requires a shrine upgrade core, which is honestly like not that big of a deal. Like none of this stuff is that big of a deal. But right here, can grow crops that I need to look this up in the book. So to get this, I'm going to need a few things. Right here is our growth shrine. I need to make the growth shrine first. And this is going to go in order. Ooh, I like that they changed it now, so you can definitely see the order that things go in. Oh man, that makes it a lot easier having that illustration there. So we have shrine first, then water, then earth. Okay, so we can make sure to put that in properly. So that goes in first. Then we have the water, right? So water and then earth crystal. Water, earth crystal. And then we're going to need wheat seeds, bone meal, and a diamond. So wheat seed, bone meal, diamond. All right. Pretty straightforward. There we go. And you can see right here, this is going to allow us to generate ourselves a growth shrine. Look at that. Now, what I'm going to assume is at this point, this growth shrine does consume water. So what I'm assuming is going to happen is we need this. We need basically another orb. We need another little tank, and basically a tank like this for it to sit on. It does say it will grow crops that are above it. Now, what I don't know is how this works. Is this something that is attached to this that adds to it, like in like some sort of attachment that goes on top? Maybe the book has now unlocked that, and I might be able to find more information on that block, because there's nothing unlocked here, so I don't quite know what that is. So after spending some time getting all this stuff crafted up, I have to say, I think I now have found one of the better ways to do this. Of course, rats, I'm still interested to see what the rats mod can do with that accelerator on top of that botany pot. But wow, okay, let me just demonstrate. Let me go ahead and just break all these. Look at this. Like, this is incredibly fast, actually. Now, interestingly, we haven't ran out, and I'm just using a regular element extractor. I did go ahead and make the improved one. But if we click this here, we can see the range for which we can set this up. Now, unfortunately, if I place it on top here and we have things lined up here, the water level will end up being in such a place where I don't think it will continue to work. I'm still going to do a little bit of testing to find that out. But yeah, I think it's time for us to set up another crop very similar to this. Or we may just keep this crop here, but change our area and add this to it. Because this is kind of ridiculous. This actually grows it quite fast. Like, that's literally bone milling it here. Okay, so just tested. I wanted to make sure this would actually work. And here's the setup. So I have it directly above or directly underneath the water level. And I was kind of concerned because all this does is go up to this block. It doesn't actually touch the plants, as you can see. So I was kind of concerned that it needed to touch the plants. Nope, not the case. So what we have here, let's just kind of look at this. I have an improved element extractor hooked up to this. This is now our growth shrine, which is hooked up to that. And you hook it up via a pipe. You don't actually place the element container underneath it, which is kind of what I thought, because that's kind of the line that everything else is going with. But not the case on this. It doesn't really tell you in the book either. So yes, now that we have this, I can also go back, and this should also help improve the growth rate of it as well. Of course, it won't hurt. So I'm going to fill this all the way in as well. Now, this section right here will not get one, which is not a big deal. But this should just run. Shouldn't have any problems. By the way, I went and grabbed a separate water orb with my empty source receptacle. If you don't remember that, I recommend checking out some of the first episodes of this. And that's where we explored this mod. This mod has some nifty little tricks up its sleeve that I kind of overlooked. And this might help make this become the fastest farm for us at the moment. Like, this does a pretty great job. If it can just sit there and continue to do this, let that harvest it, let this be picked up by this, and taken back to our system, like, we're about to probably get some resources stored up in here. Now, I do, if we're gonna mess with mystical agriculture, I do eventually need to get a master infusion crystal. I've just been remaking just regular crystals, but the master infusion crystal isn't going to be too difficult for us to make. As you can see, it's just a prosperity gem. This is what I've generated so far with just a regular crystal. So getting ourselves a supremium gemstone is actually pretty quick. And then all that's left is just surrounding that with more supremium. And there we go. We have unlimited uses on our master infusion crystal. And of course, that's just going to allow me to make even more essence, in which we can use to make even cooler stuff. So at the moment, I do have a watering can that I've been using, and this has been probably the best watering can I've had so far. With an auto clicker, that is, I mean, I say auto clicker, but with just basically using the software that comes with your mouse, you can usually set up hotkeys that allow you to basically spam a specific key pretty fast. With this water can, it used to work a lot quicker that way, but I don't know. I think it's kind of been dumbed down. But if we upgrade this thing, will that change it? Or is it just the area that it changes? So Some of the things that we need is this fertilized essence. Now I've just collected that over time with that first setup that we did with the hopping botany pot, or actually with the regular botany pot. We weren't even using the hopping one yet, but we should be able to make some inferium ingots, which these just require base ingots here, and just slowly upgrade this. Like, this shouldn't be too bad at all. This is going to give us a 3x3, even though I already feel like this thing technically was a 3x3. I could be wrong. And why is that not letting me craft that? Oh, this is mystical fertilizer. Okay. Oh, we can just make mystical fertilizer. Interesting. Okay, this right here instantly grows a crop or sapling. Okay. And there we go. Then all we need is our watering can. And there we go. So we just upgraded this to an inferium version. So in theory, this should work better. Hopefully it works faster. That's the thing. Like, I hope that it can grow the crops at a quicker rate instead of just a 3x3, which I thought already before was a 3x3. But if I use the hotkey, you can see here, you would think that it would grow a bit faster. It does look like there are a bit more pulses coming from it. But still, like, over time, what's underneath it is probably going to be the fastest thing. I thought the one we were using was already a 3x3, but I guess not. I wonder how fast it grows these crops. So this would be another, like, use case, because it should also help grow these crops as well. And it does grow grass, which is what what I normally use it for, is to grow grass a lot quicker. I may or may not have also discovered something that feels a little bit cheaty, all right? But, I mean, it is a thing. It would look at first, it would appear at first that it doesn't work, as you don't see the water particles, which is honestly a good thing in my opinion. But with this setting in front of it, I can definitely tell that it is working. Which means we could set it up on our crop here to add even more growth ticks to this. Things are about to get crazy. Okay, so the item user inside has a supremium water can, which can basically fill an entire 11x11 area. At least it should. So what I should be able to do is, I should be able to take this. You can see it automatically grew that grass there immediately. It grew the grass there immediately because it is running super fast right now. It's basically doing what my auto clicker would do. So technically, if I hoe this and I put anything here like a seed, it automatically watered it, and it's going to grow it at the same rate that it's growing this. Okay, this can be very useful. All we got to do is set it up. Now, you may want to make sure that it's set to either always on or have some kind of power source going to it. It is going to require power, so keep that in mind as well. I don't really know exactly what to expect from this. Oh boy. I have a feeling though. We set this all the way down, this on, drop this in. Oh boy. Yeah, it's already, look how quickly this is going. Oh man. Okay, yeah. I think we have found a quicker way to grow these things. Just a tiny little bit. Just a tiny little bit faster. Please don't go breaking people's servers with this, please. So since I have that going over there, and now we're just like producing so much, I want to see about the rat that can accelerate blocks. Now that one is its own like separate thing, right? We can actually accelerate blocks if we search the tag. Or actually, I think we can just search acceleration. This right here. So rat upgrade, tick excel rat ore. So this is going to require lapis, and like this is all easy to get except for this tangled rat tails. To be able to get this, we need to fight a rat king. Now the rat king, if we search this rat king, it will pull up actually we got to search the this is what I recommend. If you can't find something, try this. Try searching the tags and seeing if you can find it. But I think it's called a ball of filth. There we go. So we need to actually make a ball of filth. Now this is going to require quite a bit of just material to make. And you may be going through here and going, oh, how do I make garbage? Because I can't actually make garbage to make this. You can say it transforms a rat into a rat king. Well, let's go over this. You need to make yourself a trash can from the rats mod. Make sure it is specifically from the rats mod. And you're just going to need some items to trash, and cobblestone does work. So you can just use cobble, for example. Let's grab a bunch of cobble. And if you have an auto clicker of some sort, you can just hold down and just let it just throw these items away. And you can see it's generating garbage piles, right? And we're gonna need a lot of garbage piles because if you see, it's almost like triple compressed garbage piles. So this is gonna make compressed garbage piles. And then we need to take these garbage piles and these are gonna compress down into filth. And then we need, of course, 9 filth as well to be able to go from there. So I've been just sitting here kind of going through your cobblestone, just grinding it out. And I think you might be able to use a user on this. A user might be able to click the blocks onto here. Yeah, we're just tossing items, just getting rid of them. So let's just say that took a little bit longer than I anticipated it taking. And now I have a ball of filth. Okay. So all we have to do now is I think just get, I want to use this sword because it does have the extra looting. And I should just be able to use it on any rat. Hopefully it doesn't destroy anything. Like this rat, for example. Oh boy. And yeah, we should be able to completely destroy this. And when there's a small chance of us getting it, I think we got it. Yes. I'm pretty sure we did. I need to check. Oh, we did. We did get it. Awesome. So we ended up getting the mysterious token chunk and the Rat King crown and this thing that we needed, the tangled rat tails. Yes, and we also got another upgrade fragment, which is kind of nice as well. Awesome. And we also got some filth back, which is pretty nice considering how much it actually took to get to that point. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, so this was the main thing that I wanted to use because all it takes is an upgrade, which if I remember correctly, we can use just cheese. Am I out of cheese? Do we have cheese blocks? I do not. So looks like I'm going to be making some cheese from our cows again. So after getting my cheese, look at this. We have a rat upgrade tick accelerator. Yes. Okay. So this says it includes crops and machines. And if we have a rat, like a particular rat, like this one, for example, which we can take and put on our shoulder. And of course, I do want to put the rat, maybe we can put the helmet, the crown, the Rat King crown on it. Can we do that? Crown, the Rat King crown. I want to try this. Is this a female rat? I don't actually know. I think it's shift right click or shift punch the air. And oh, it's a male. Perfect. So we can do this. Oh, look how he is a handsome fella. Look at you. Look at you. Now, this upgrade should be able to go in here. And what I should be able to do is pick you up and take you with me. So this rat is supposed to be able to tick blocks. Now, this right here takes 1 minute and 11 seconds or 1 minute and 12 seconds is what it seems like it takes to do this. So if I deposit this rat on here, oh, it goes a bit faster. Look at it. That is definitely not a second it's taking. It is doing exactly that. It is accelerating that tick time. Very interesting. I wonder what other things this could be used for. Like, I mean, this is a good way to do this. And I was checking. This is definitely getting up there. This does seem like it is producing more essence now. Way more essence than these guys. This has caught up. Like, this has definitely caught up. Now, it is not producing more seeds. But at that point, do you really need more seeds? Like, but this fella right here. Can I place you on this? And would you actively, like, let's see if I can get up here, move them. I don't want them on there. I want them just on the machine. Will it work? It might not have enough power now that I think about it, because it might cost a bit more power. Yeah, it's going to cost way more power to have him running on top of that machine. So I guess for right now, your best bet is to be right here. And to be just chilling out on the flower pot. Like, that's pretty cool though. Like, it's not horrible, I guess, to get that tick acceleration with that rats mod. So just to check back in on our Inferium Essence farm, let's just put this in perspective. From the time that I was working on this with the rat, I had just cleared out an entire section. By the way, what's this guy? What is this? Resets the repair cost penalty when combined with tools. Dark utility. I don't know what that is, but I want to buy it. But anyways, our essence level is through the roof. It's pretty high. So yeah, in just that small amount of time, we are now at 15,000 essence. Yeah. Pretty ridiculous. And now I need to just, I guess, use it. Essence. Sorry, we're at 16,000 at this point. Yeah, our essence production is insanely fast now. What do I do with it? I don't even know. Make more Supremium essence and then lead that into Insanium, right? That's the only thing we can do. That's the only thing we should be doing, right? Is just making more Insanium essence. We have 2.1k Inferium seeds. Oh my goodness. I don't even know at this point. I'd literally just done this. As you can see, I had bumped myself back up to that particular amount of Supremium. I mean, I guess I can go ahead and get this harvested up and, yeah, and I need to pay attention to this because this might fill up my storage a lot quicker than I predicted. So I have a cool idea for this right here. I think potentially we could farm some of the rats. Instead of doing this manually, I guess we could throw them in here and this would work a little bit quicker. There's a way to get rats to spawn is going to be probably compressed garbage, probably gonna be one of the best. And then we have garbage piles aside from that. So down here, what I'm thinking is I just mine out a little bit of a 3x3, and then around that, I'm going to have normal garbage piles. And I'm hoping this is enough space to get them to spawn. So in the center, I'm going to place the compressed. This will double, like it'll be double the rats that can spawn on this. And then right here on the outside, I know it's probably a little bit darker for you guys, but if you can kind of see that, there we go. We have a little platform here for which rats should be able to spawn. And then this should be able to kill them and take them out just fine. Now, I think there's a fortune upgrade. I don't know if that is a thing still in Industrial Foregoing. Is it? Is it a thing? We have speed upgrades. We have efficiency. I am not seeing the fortune. No, I don't see a fortune. So, I definitely see efficiency on here. And that has what looks to be a sword on it. I can't really tell. But yeah, this should work as so long as we're over here. What I need to kill is plague rats. And plague rats have a chance of dropping some pretty cool stuff. So we can get rats that like are technicolored. So we can have like rainbow rats. Literally have RGB rats just laying around. And I'm hoping that this will get them to spawn. Now, there are other things we could also use that would attract rats. So here's another thing. It says attracts wild rats when powered with redstone. So that's another thing we can use. And a lever would potentially get that fired up. I don't know where to put this. Like inside here, it would kind of brighten this area up. I don't think it has to be dark for rats to spawn. There's a rat right there. Does this even kill rats? Okay, it does. Okay, so it is working. They are spawning. Maybe we can get them to spawn more by, I don't know, placing this down and then giving it redstone. And maybe that'll get them to spawn more. I don't know what the radius, like, I don't know how much, how this actually works. But I mean, it does say it'll attract them. So, hey, I'll give it a shot. All right. And then hopefully we get some plagued ones. And as you can see, we will slowly start to generate some more rat. I might end up like filling this whole thing with that. There's no reason not to. So of course, as always, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that is going to go to Jacob Luker. Thank you so much for being a Patreon. And guys, if you're interested in becoming a Patreon yourself, be sure to check the link down in the description below, because as of this episode, it is going on there. So you can find the world download over on the Patreon. Patreon of any tier will get you access to the world downloads. And that goes for prior world downloads as well. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Of course, if you did, be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a huge thumbs up. Guys, I really appreciate it. I'll see you, of course, in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.